You most likely aren't even aware that your legs are weakening. You find it difficult to get out of a chair one day. After several months, ascending stairs becomes tiresome. Simple movements turn into a struggle. Before you know it, this goes beyond age. Silent, gradual, and dangerously ignored. It's muscle atrophy. Here's the startling reality. The first to deteriorate are your legs. When they do, your risk of falling increases dramatically. Your mobility deteriorates and your balance deteriorates. Everything can change with a one fall. Loss of independence, hospital stays, and broken bones. Here's the good news, though. This is entirely avoidable. The key, the appropriate foods. The majority of people believe that the only method to build muscle is through exercise. However, your diet is as vital as you age. Your body requires the proper nutrition to preserve bone density, create muscle, and keep your legs strong. We're sharing 6 potent foods in today's video that can help you stay active for years to come, strengthen your muscles, and slow down leg weakness. You may already have one of these meals in your kitchen, but you're probably not eating enough of it. So stay with me through to the end. Before we start, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to receive weekly health tips that can change your life. Additionally, let me know in the comments if you've recently observed any changes in your leg strength. Let's get going now. First place. Sweet potatoes are the fuel your muscles need. Not just any fuel though. They require the type of energy that endures. The kind that doesn't immediately burn out and leave you feeling weak, lethargic, or worn out by the middle of the day. This is precisely what sweet potatoes offer. Your body's capacity to effectively store and use energy decreases with age, something that most people are unaware of. Your muscles may not react as quickly. You may feel exhausted more quickly, and even simple tasks like carrying groceries or climbing stairs may become more difficult than they once were. It takes endurance in addition to strength. One of the greatest foods to help with that endurance is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates, in contrast to processed carbohydrates like white bread or pasta, which produce rapid blood sugar increases followed by an energy crash. Over time, these carbohydrates release energy steadily since they break down gradually. This helps you stay active throughout the day by ensuring that your muscles receive the nourishment they require without experiencing abrupt highs and lows. However, energy is insufficient on its own. Your muscles will gradually become weaker if they don't recuperate properly. Your muscles undergo microscopic rips with each stride you take and motion you make. They were easily fixed by your body when you were younger. However, that process slows down with age. Muscle recovery is hampered by inadequate nutrition, which causes stiffness, discomfort, and progressive muscle loss. Sweet potatoes gain even more potency at that point. Vitamin A, a vital antioxidant that aids in muscular tissue repair, is abundant in them over time. This will result in stronger legs, reduced discomfort, and a quicker recovery. Your muscles remain more pliable and sensitive, rather than waking up with achy, rigid legs that take a while to relax. Stronger movements translate into independence, and stronger recovery translates into stronger motions. However, inflammation is another threat that lurks within your body. One of the main causes of aging-related muscle loss is chronic inflammation. It gradually weakens your muscle fibers, making motions more challenging and raising your chance of getting hurt. It takes time to accomplish. Over years, it accumulates and becomes increasingly difficult to do daily tasks. Anti-inflammatory substances found in sweet potatoes aid in the battle against this unseen foe. Beta-carotene, which they contain, helps the body cope with oxidative stress. Cellular aging is accelerated by oxidative stress, which harms tissues, muscles, and joints. Your muscles will function better the more you can resist it. Additionally, one of the most underappreciated nutrients for leg strength is potassium. Potassium is essential for nerve transmission, muscular contractions, and hydration. Weakness, cramps, and even an increased risk of falls can result from low potassium levels. Sweet potatoes are a great source of potassium, which keeps your muscles responsive, strong, and coordinated. The majority of people are unaware of this. Muscle strength is closely related to gut health. Your muscles aren't getting the fuel they require if your digestive tract isn't adequately digesting nutrients. Fiber, which is abundant in sweet potatoes, helps to maintain gut health by facilitating improved digestion and nutrient absorption. Your body uses proteins, vitamins, and minerals to maintain strong muscles more effectively. If your gut is healthy, so how can you incorporate sweet potatoes into your diet? On a regular basis, you wouldn't believe how simple it is. Bake them into fries, mash them, or roast them. Include them in smoothies, soups, and salads. They go well with practically anything and are inherently delicious and adaptable. Additionally, they won't make you feel bloated or lethargic like processed carbohydrates do. One of the easiest and most effective dietary adjustments you can make if you want to continue climbing, moving, and standing strong well into your senior years is to include sweet potatoes in your diet. Because it takes more than simply workout to have powerful legs. The goal is to provide your body with the proper nutrition so that your muscles can continue to function for many years to come. Let's go on to second place: oats. Oats are generally regarded as a boring breakfast choice. What if I told you, however, that these little grains might be the key to stronger, more resilient legs? One of the first things we notice as we get older is how quickly our legs get tired. It is more difficult to walk upstairs. Standing for extended periods of time wears you out. Worst of all, muscle weakness begins to develop, making even easy movements difficult. However, why does this occur? Aging isn't the only factor. It has to do with what we use to fuel our muscles. Energy is necessary for your legs to continue moving. Not just any energy, but consistent, long-lasting fuel that keeps you moving forward without crashing. Oats excel in this situation. Oats have a low glycemic index, in contrast to refined grains that raise blood sugar levels and leave you feeling exhausted. As a result, they keep you active and avoid unexpected exhaustion by releasing energy gradually. Have you ever noticed how exhausted and lethargic you feel in the afternoon? The reason for this is that the majority of people rely on processed foods, which quickly deplete their energy. Conversely, oats maintain steady energy levels, preventing your muscles from failing when you need them most. However, the advantages extend beyond energy. Protein is necessary for the strong muscles that make up your legs. Lack of protein causes those muscles to deteriorate over time, which can result in weakness, instability, and even problems with balance. Plant-based protein from oats aids in muscle fiber maintenance and repair. It may not be as good as eggs or steak, but it's essential for maintaining healthy legs. Let's now discuss circulation, which is something that most people ignore. For your legs to remain strong and mobile, oxygen-rich blood must continuously flow through them. Weak muscles, a slower rate of recuperation, and a higher chance of cramps and exhaustion are all consequences of poor circulation. Oats can help with that. Iron, a necessary mineral that aids in the body's oxygen transport, is abundant in oats. Lack of iron may be the cause if you've ever experienced weakness, lightheadedness, or observed that your legs tire out more quickly than usual. Your muscles will feel lethargic and exhausted if you don't receive enough iron because they won't obtain the oxygen they require. Magnesium is another essential for healthy legs. In order to avoid cramps, spasms, and that excruciatingly heavy sensation in your legs, magnesium is essential for proper muscular function. Your body is probably pleading for extra magnesium. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a terrible leg cramp, a simple and all-natural method to keep your muscles relaxed and free of cramps is to eat oats. Here's the true secret, though there are so many uses for oats. Iron, a necessary mineral that aids in the body's oxygen transport, is abundant in oats. Lack of iron may be the cause if you've ever experienced weakness, lightheadedness, or observed that your legs tire out more quickly than usual. Your muscles will feel lethargic and exhausted if you don't receive enough iron because they won't obtain the oxygen they require. Magnesium is another essential for healthy legs. In order to avoid cramps, spasms, and that excruciatingly heavy sensation in your legs, magnesium is essential for proper muscular function. Your body is probably pleading for extra magnesium. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a terrible leg cramp, a simple and all-natural method to keep your muscles relaxed and free of cramps is to eat oats. Here's the true secret though. There are so many uses for oats. Every morning doesn't have to be the same dull cup of porridge. They can be used to smoothies to give you more energy. For a tasty snack, sprinkle them over berry yogurt for a simple muscle-fueling treat. You can even bake them into homemade protein bars. In actuality, most people ignore easy fixes. They look for complex solutions when in fact, appropriate nutrition is the key to strength, endurance, and mobility. Additionally, oats give your legs the exact nourishment they require to remain pain-free, powerful, and energized. Don't undervalue this straightforward grain's potency. It's time to start eating oats every day if you're serious about maintaining your legs' ease of movement. Let's go on to No. 3 now. Avocados. The majority of people consider them to be only a trendy superfood. But what if I told you that the key to having legs that are pain-free, stronger and more flexible is this creamy green fruit? Protein is the first thing that most people think about when discussing how to develop and maintain leg strength. Indeed, protein is essential. However, it is but one aspect of the equation. In actuality, your muscles require more than simply protein. They require healthy fats, which are much more neglected. Additionally, avocados are among the world's top providers of lipids that strengthen muscle. First, let's talk about inflammation. Inflammation turns as a silent foe as we age. At first, you might not even realize it. A slight stiffness when awake. A dull discomfort from too much walking. But when the inflammation worsens over time, movement becomes more difficult and uncomfortable. Monounsaturated fats, which are present in avocados, become crucial at this point. These beneficial fats actively lower inflammation, in contrast to bad fats that exacerbate it. They keep your muscles relaxed, your joints supple, and your legs pain-free for as long as possible. As a result, you will experience reduced stiffness, soreness, and more flexibility in your movement. That's not all though. One essential component governs all of your leg movements, including standing, walking, and running. Contractions of muscles. Additionally, most people don't get enough of a mineral that is necessary for these contractions. Potassium. More potassium is found in avocados than in bananas, making them one of the best foods. What makes this significant? Potassium keeps muscles functioning properly and keeps cramps at bay. Low potassium may be the cause. If you've ever experienced abrupt tightness in your legs, woken up in the middle of the night with severe muscular spasms, or if your legs frequently feel weak with little exertion, your muscles cannot contract correctly. If you don't have enough potassium, which can cause weakness, instability, and even issues with balance, avocados are revolutionary because of this. They aid in controlling these contractions, making sure that each stride feels solid and steady. Let's now discuss something even more important. Protection of muscles. Our muscles do more than simply deteriorate with age. They are more susceptible to harm. Oxidative stress and minor injuries can impede recuperation, resulting in long-term muscle loss. However, there is a potent nutrient that combats this. Vitamin E. Vitamin E protects your muscles from harm. By acting as an antioxidant, it helps to prevent long-term degeneration, hasten recovery, and restore muscle fibers. Consider it this way: your muscles experience daily deterioration. They absorb stress whether you're walking, working out, or even just standing for extended periods of time. Over time, vitamin E keeps your legs strong by reducing that stress. The finest part comes next. Avocados enhance circulation. In addition to helping your muscles and joints, for your leg muscles to receive oxygen and nutrients, stay energized, and avoid weariness, good circulation is essential. Your blood flows freely and effectively thanks to the heart, healthy lipids in avocados. This translates into improved leg strength overall, less weight, and increased endurance. So how can you increase your intake of avocados? You wouldn't believe how simple it is. Put slices on your toast in the morning. Add them to smoothies for a nutrient-dense, creamy boost. Make guacamole by mashing them instead of using butter. Use them as a spread. They can even be eaten on their own with a little salt and pepper or added to salads. Consistency is crucial. You won't notice a change if you eat one avocado once a month, but you will when you incorporate it into your meals on a daily basis. Greater flexibility, less pie. Stronger muscles and the capacity to navigate life with assurance. Don't overlook this straightforward but effective diet if you want legs that remain strong, balanced, and pain-free as you age. Let's go on to the fourth item. Berries. Losing power is a choice, but aging is unavoidable. Your muscles are attacked every single day. Not from something visible, but from oxidative stress, which is equally harmful. This unseen force accelerates aging, destroys joints, and weakens muscles. You experience it as persistent discomfort, stiffness, or that annoying gradual loss of strength. The good news is that you have the ability to defend yourself, and berries, one of the most potent weapons. In addition to being delicious blueberries, strawberries and raspberries are superfoods that protect muscles. This is the reason antioxidants, your body's best line of protection against muscle degradation, are abundant in berries. Your body creates free radicals on a daily basis. Weakness, exhaustio, and a delayed recovery are brought on by the damage these unstable chemicals do to muscle cells. Your body was capable of fending them off when you were younger. However, unless you provide the proper support, your protection deteriorates with age. Here's where berries can help by scavenging free radicals. Their antioxidants protect your muscles, hasten healing, and prolong the strength of your legs. However, that is only the start. Inflammation is a greater danger to leg strength than muscle loss. Mobility is silently eroded by chronic inflammation. Every stride becomes more difficult, every motion more rigid, and every joint more agonizing. Additionally, it may eventually result in arthritis and permanent muscle atrophy. One of nature's most potent anti-inflammatory meals is berries. They include substances that actively lower inflammation, which eases joint pain, increases flexibility, and maintains the smooth motion of your legs. There's more. The majority of people believe that vitamin C only strengthens immunity. In actuality, however, it is essential for the health of muscles and joints. Why? Since the synthesis of collagen is fueled by vitamin C. Your muscles, tendons, and joints are made of collagen. It maintains their resilience, strength, and flexibility. However, your body makes less collagen as you get older. As a result, joints feel stiff. Muscles become less solid and healing takes longer. Berries aid in re-establishing equilibrium. They increase the creation of collagen, which keeps your legs strong, your joints smooth, and your muscles tight. Let's now discuss how to maximize the benefits of berries. Eating them occasionally won't make a big difference. The true advantages start to materialize when you make them a daily habit. Have breakfast first, add some blueberries to your yogurt or porridge. For a potent drink that will feed your muscles, blend them into a smoothie. They are a great snack to eat fresh. Make a berry compote instead. To get a naturally sweet topping, simply cook them with a little water. Consistency is crucial. Your muscles and joints will be better protected the more often you eat them. Additionally, berries improve mental clarity. In addition to physical strength, antioxidants found in berries have been shown to enhance brain function, memory, and focus. Thus, they maintain your mental acuity. In addition to your physical strength, berries prevent muscle weakness by combating oxidative damage. They ease joint discomfort by reducing inflammation. They maintain the strength of muscles and joints by increasing the production of collagen. By increasing circulation, they guarantee that your legs receive the nourishment they require. Additionally, they improve brain function, which keeps you mentally bright as you age, all from one natural basic food. Therefore, don't ignore berries if you're serious about maintaining your strength, mobility, and pain-free state. Because exercise alone does not produce the strongest legs. The proper diet is the source of them. And one of the greatest methods to fuel your body for the years to come is with berries. Your future self will appreciate you. Starting today, let's go on to fifth Salmo. What if I told you there was a diet that may help you maintain strong legs for years to come, grow muscle, and lessen pain? In fact, salmon does just that. This protein isn't just any protein. It's among the best things your body can consume. Additionally, your muscles require more of it as you get older. Your muscles are continuously being broken down and rebuilt with each stride you take, every movement you make. Here's the issue though, your body's capacity to regenerate muscle tissue decreases with age. You begin to feel weaker in your legs. Stair climbing gets more difficult. It feels difficult to even get up after sitting for a long time. Furthermore, the majority of individuals are unaware that it is taking place. Their strength simply isn't what it was before one day. Here's where salmon can help. Because of its high protein content, it provides your muscles with the building blocks they require to remain robust and energetic. Each bite keeps your legs strong and robust by repairing muscle fibers. However, salmon is more than just protein. Moreover, it is among the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids. Additionally, your muscles benefit greatly from these healthy fats. Your muscles and joints become inflamed as you age. This explains why so many people experience leg pain, stiffness in their knees, and even excruciating pain when they move. Omega-3 fatty acids, on the other hand, combat inflammation at its root cause, maintaining joint discomfort, muscle flexibility, and smooth leg movement. And that's not all by increasing blood flow. Omega-3 fatty acids make sure your muscles receive the oxygen and nutrition they require to function at their peak. Legs with inadequate circulation feel sluggish, heavy, and exhausted. Better blood flow, however, keeps them strong and energized, and the majority of people are unaware of this. Additionally, omega-3s improve nerve function. Have you ever noticed that your legs aren't moving as fast as they once did? Like you don't have as quick of a reflex. Nerve signals slow down with time, which explains why, however, omega-3 fatty acids maintain those connections, which makes it easier for your legs to move and react more quickly. Additionally, salmon is a great source of B vitamins, particularly B12. Here's why that's important. Your body uses B vitamins to produce energy. Your muscles won't have the strength they require to work without them. Because of this, people who don't get enough B12 frequently experience weakness, sluggishness, and fatigue. However, salmon replenishes that energy, allowing your legs to move more easily, walk farther, and climb higher. Without a strong heart, it is impossible to develop strong legs. Salmon also aids in that. Salmon's omega-3s help to keep your arteries free, improve blood pressure, and lessen bad cholesterol. This translates to improved endurance, oxygen delivery, and circulation. Because this is the reality. Weak muscles are a result of poor circulation. Your legs need a constant flow of blood that is rich in oxygen. Your muscles won't receive the nutrition they require if your heart isn't beating effectively, and they will begin to deteriorate. However, your legs remain powerful when your heart is strong. The finest aspect to reap the benefits. You don't have to consume salmon every day. Even 2 or 3 servings each week can have a significant impact. Try adding it to salads, roasting it, or grilling it. Do you want a simple fast meal? Muscle-building elements abound in salmon, served with roasted vegetables and cream oil on the side. Go for something lighter. A fresh salad with salmon, avocado, and leafy greens provides all the nutrients your legs require in one meal. Additionally, canned salmon is equally effective if you're pressed for time for a quick protein boost. Simply combine it with spices, lemon juice, and olive oil. Salmon is one of the best things you can eat if you want to continue moving, walking, and climbing with confidence. It strengthens blood flow, rebuilds muscle, lowers inflammation, and improves nerve function. Your muscles are fueled by each bite. You get closer to having a stronger, healthier, and more active physique with each meal. Therefore, don't wait until your legs start to weak to maintain your strength for years to come. Start eating salmon. Now let's go on to 6th eggs. Athletes, bodybuilders, and even physicians swear by eggs for a reason. It's not simply that they're inexpensive and simple to prepare. The reason for this is because they are among the most comprehensive nutritional sources for energy, muscle strength, and recuperation. Additionally, eggs are a real powerhouse when it comes to maintaining strong, sturdy, and pain-free legs. As you age, this is the reason. First, full protein is present in eggs. They therefore possess each of the 9 necessary amino acids, the components your body requires to rebuild and repair muscle tissue. Your muscles naturally lose bulk as you age. Your legs may feel weaker, your balance may become erratic, or even basic tasks like climbing stairs may become more difficult. The reason for this is that your body isn't regenerating muscle as well as it once did. However, when you consume high-quality protein such as eggs, you're providing your body with the precise nutrients it needs to halt the loss of muscle and even regain strength. And that's only the start. Vitamin D is also abundant in eggs. Here's why that's important. Vitamin D has uses beyond bones. It is also necessary for muscle strength. Low vitamin D levels are actually directly associated with weak muscles, poor coordination, and a higher chance of falling, according to studies, and the part that's frightening. The majority of people are unaware that they are vitamin D deficient. Because of this, older adults who don't obtain enough vitamin D frequently have joint discomfort, weariness, and muscular weakness. However, eggs naturally contain this potent vitamin, which keeps your muscles active, your bones healthy, and your legs working smoothly. Additionally, most people are unaware of another substance found in eggs, choline. Although it's a little known, this nutrient is crucial for maintaining the strength and responsiveness of your legs. Why? Because nerve-muscle connection is directly supported by choline. This implies that your body is communicating with your neurological system to regulate your movements each time you walk, elevate your leg, or even just change your weight. These signs may become less frequent as you become older. When walking on uneven ground, you may notice that your legs don't react as quickly, that your balance is off, or that you feel unsteady. However, choline maintains these connections, ensuring that your muscles and nerves function well to keep you strong, steady, and coordinated. Ought to mention that eggs are a great source of antioxidants, B vitamins, and healthy fats, all of which promote energy generation, lower inflammation, and shield muscle cells from harm. What is the best method to incorporate eggs into your diet? 1 or 2 eggs a day can have a significant impact on your leg strength and mobility. You don't need to consume a dose. They can be boiled, scrambled, added to an omelet with vegetables, or even blended into a significant impact on your leg strength and mobility. You don't need to consume a dose. They can be boiled, scrambled, added to an omelet with vegetables, or even blended into a significant impact on your leg strength and mobility. You don't need to consume a dose. They can be boiled. Protein-rich smoothie. Consistency is crucial, because your muscles will be stronger in the years to come if you take better care of them today. If you wish to maintain your independence for as long as possible, avoid muscle loss, and continue walking with confidence, don't forget about eggs. They are among the most straightforward, reasonably priced, and potent foods you can include in your diet. The best thing is that they provide you energy for the rest of your day, improve your mental clarity, and strengthen your legs. One of the simplest ways to take charge of your strength, mobility, and long-term health is to include eggs in your diet. Keep this in mind the next time you're organizing your meals. It's time to conclude. Your basis is your legs, and everything else follows. As they become weaker, you're not helpless, though. You're providing your muscles with the precise nourishment they require to remain robust, steady, and energized. By include these 6 items in your diet, this implies greater mobility, autonomy, and vitality. I'd like to hear from you now. Which of these foods are you currently consuming? Which one caught you off guard the most? Tell me in the comments below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and enable notifications if you found this video useful so you don't miss any more important health advice. Watch our upcoming video to learn about more potent nutrients that combat aging. Continue to be robust, healthy, and active.